Hey there, my fellow machinists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to No Man's Sky Outlaw, Episode 9, Better Tools. Alright, so right now I'm going to be working on the multi-tool. So what I want to be doing is adding just like, let's see, the efficient miner would be really good to add to the tool, and also the regular mining beam too. It's a little weird that I have two mining beams, but that's one of the advantages of the Sentinel mining tools, is you can have dual beams, and it's really, really effective. I also want to add in the optical drill, and I'll have to do some shopping around for that. And I want to add in the paralysis mortar, and add in the voltaic amplifier. And while I'm at it, no, I'm good. I'm good with that. So that's what I want to do. What is that? 7 jelly, or 7 wiring looms. I don't have basalt, which might be a little tricky to find, because basalt's one of those materials that is a little less common in the galaxy, but like, still. Oh, you didn't know that about the dual sentinel beams? Yeah, it's probably a bug, but like, I'll show you. You'll be able to see the advantage right off the bat. See how fast I'm burning through this without even heat. You know, my mining beam isn't even heated right now, and I'm just like plowing through this. Because both mining beams are currently working, but I'm only spending fuel for one. It's yeah, it's an exploit, but I'm a pirate, so I don't really care about the laws. Yeah, screw them. Screw the laws. Nothing like a dual beam, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and buy... So the jelly will be easy, I can just make that. The hermetic seal, I think I can make it 2... What is that, just 2 seals? So, a little bit of condensed carbon. I'll just refine that now. Oh, and let's also cloak the wires, because the wires are ugly. So, electrical cloak unit. I'll build into the wall or something. Oh, come on. And now, wires are invisible. Which looks cleaner. It's a feature? According to you, or according to the developers? I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying I have a hard time believing it's a feature. That you can have 2 mining beams at once, which seems very unintentional and rather just something they overlooked. But it's really nice that I can just like insta-blast everything. And this is without even, I don't even really have that many mining beam upgrades into my multi-tool, right? Like I have 1. So the fact that I mine at like the speed, at godlike speed, is kind of fun. Alright, there's the seals for the paralysis mortar. Dihydrogen jelly. There's some dihydrogen over here. Oh, Sentinel's getting pissy. I made all the dihydrogen just disappear. They're like, what's going on, man? Because I'm impatient, I'm just going to craft it rather than refine it. Refining is more efficient, but crafting is certainly faster. Wiring loom. So, alright. That's everything but the wiring loom. 2 ion batteries. I believe I already have the materials for that. 1 and 2. So, wiring loom. And then quantum computer, solar mirror. I don't have the blueprints for those known. So that's probably going to be one of those things I'm going to need to buy. I don't want to go to a pirate system because they don't pirate systems don't have a lot of trade for things like that. They mostly have smuggled goods, and I'm not looking to buy smuggled goods. But this once it's all installed, should help out a lot with damage and mining. I think I said 7. The paralysis mortar allows you, it's like a grenade launcher with stun grenades, and allows you to just stun things that you land on. It can even hit multiple targets at once if your aim is good and they're clustered. It's very effective. The vendor here isn't selling other, the quantum or solar mirror. So it's basalt, and the basalt I will, let's see. I will find it the cheese way. Materials. Oh, I may have never... No, here it is. Basalt. So now the galaxy map will just point me to a system that has basalt in it. Because forget hopping around one at a time to try to figure out where that might be. And then I'm hoping that like people actually show up and I'll be able to buy solar mirrors and quantum computers. But like no one's landed here. It's like there was a PSA, like, don't land here. Pirates there. Stay clear. They're truly, no one's showing up. Oh, here we go. Like a creeper, I'll just be sitting here for when he pops out of his ship. I'm going to go ahead and buy more chromatic metal. It's one of those things that's annoying to make yourself. And it's a material involved in a lot of base building. That is a cargo ship. They both are. Generally, the like cargo shuttle style ships are just the ones that are bulk. The bulky ones. I probably don't need 1,000 chromatic metal. Well, I'm sure I will eventually. Sir, you parked your ship in the station. There's a fee for that. A repair fee. Drunk driving. Driving under the artificial intelligence. DUAI. Man, I am not getting lucky with what they have in stock. There's our quantum computer. Oh, I also probably need tritium too. I've been using a lot of it to fly around, and I don't have efficient engines in my ship yet, so we're probably burning through tritium, so I'm just going to buy a whole bunch, because it's dirt cheap here. So now just someone selling solar mirrors, if I'm lucky. Nope. If this guy doesn't have it, I'm going to go on the search for basalt and then circle back to the solar mirrors. Or this one. He's landing on top of me. I don't believe I have the recipe known for solar mirrors. Nope, I do not know it. I certainly could unlock it, but because there's so many other things that I probably would prefer to unlock with my salvage tech, it's very low on the totem pole of, or the priority checklist of things to unlock. So, basalt's here, in a system I've never been. It always sort of confuses me how the game knows, why the game informs you of systems that have a material that you've never been to. I mean, I'm not complaining. It certainly makes my life easier, but I don't fully understand that mechanic. I've heard, like, oh yeah, there's just, you know, a phone book or something like that. Who's trying to talk to me? Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. You need my help? Alright, I'll put your coordinates in. But see, chat voted me to work on my multi-tool, and you, sir, aren't a multi-tool, so I hope you die. Even though I like Viking. I do. We haven't really been filling up my exosuit, so I'm just going to continue with cargo slots instead, for now. Oh, I gotta check if it's S tier or not. C tier, okay, can't be ignored. Oh, although that was C tier with 2 turbo slots next to one another. Was no, never mind. I misread. I thought there were 2. Is it worth system hopping just to all the hubs to get all the exosuit upgrade slots? Sure. Not really. Like, the slots are only useful if you need them, right? So if you're full up and you need more space, go for it. But if you're not full up and need more space, then you're just spending a lot of time and a lot of money for things you're not using. And because I only have about 3 mil in the bank, like, I wouldn't be able to fill my slots up anyway. I would very quickly run out of money. And then I would have no money for things like improving my multi-tool. So what I tend to do, unless I'm, like, filthy rich or very bored, is just to, like, buy it when it's convenient, but otherwise not go out of my way for them. Let's see if we can get free nanites. We should speak. I will look at the object. Nothing? Well, alright. I'll check a few more people to see if any of them have solar mirrors, and then I'll go in search of basalt. Losing my patience on the solar mirror search. I could, as Scorpio suggested, just like buy the recipe from the anomaly. I'm just hoping not to have to. Last attempt. Ah, there you have it. I'm also going to buy the ammonia. Ammonia refills your hazard protection when you're on toxic worlds. And I might as well start accumulating all of the hazard protection materials so that if I'm ever on a hazardous world, I can very easily just refill. So we've got the optical drill. I'm going to move things around so that there's better... Yeah, okay, that will work. There's better adjacency bonuses. And we're looking for basalt. Not there. Nope. Isn't there a scanner for your exocraft that helps you find technology for your suit upgrades? No. There's a lot of different ways to get suit upgrades, but there isn't, like... Well, yes and no. It depends on what you mean. So I'm not really sure how to interpret your question, but for the most part, your suit upgrades are purchased. There are some quest lines that will offer it to you, though. But yeah, there are scanners to search for drop pods, but that's not a scanner so much as is a nav map. I know it's semantically different, but your scanners are things, you know, your analysis scanners and your sweep scanners are not nav maps, they're different. If I was basalt, I would be in a volcano. Least hospitable. Oh, you don't say. The entirely volcanic world is the least hospitable. I would not have guessed. Feel like I'm gonna search. Oh, there we go. There's a really close basalt. Yeah, I don't particularly like going for the drop pods for suit expansions anyway, just because it's like a lot of flying around for not a lot. Like it's far cheaper just to zone hop at that point. But to each their own. Now that there are autophages, I can sort of see the purpose of going to suit zones, because the autophages are often found around the suits. But before the autophage echoes update, it's not something I would ever be caught doing, because it takes like 10 times longer than just going to a hub. Or not even 10, like 100 times longer than going to a hub. Having to find them, having to land on the planet, having to search the planet, just no thanks. Too much effort. That's kind of the fun thing about this game, is there's so many different ways to do the same thing that if you want the variety exists and you can enjoy the variety. But if you just want to min-max, there's that too. Just the min-max will often feel like just kind of like a grind. So sometimes it's best to avoid the min-max route for your own sanity. All right, we have got everything I wanted in my multi-tool. I don't have, like, Scatter Blaster upgrades. That would be probably the next thing I would do. But I could break down these stupid these scanner upgrades I don't care about at all. I just installed them because I had the space. But what do you want me to do next will be up to you. With my multi-tool as it is now, I'm probably very capable of destroying... Ow! Seriously? The frickin' planet just erupted and hurt me. Rude. So rude. And while you guys vote, I can go to the emergency broadcast repeater. I'll do one nice deed. I'm a pirate with a heart of gold, right?
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I like my little Lassiter pistol. But yeah, if we wanted to take out walkers and the like, this little blaster now probably has the kick for it. I'm only rescuing this guy because he's Viking. Because Vikings hate Sentinels, so enemy of my enemy is sort of my friend. Oh, you know what? It's a colony. Never mind. Abort! I thought it was going to be a downed pilot, but I'm not interested in helping a colony at the moment. Not in this world. So you guys are voting on Pirate Base. Alright. So let's say how to work on the pirate base. I can either scout out base locations, work on the base quest line, really just those two, or unlock base tech with salvage tech. I guess there's three. So a little reminder, the base is going to be built on this dissident outlaw world in an underwater cave. That's kind of a narrow search parameter, but it does give me just like one place to search, which is pretty straightforward. Home sweet home. And because you last voted on me to work on my multi-tool, I want to see what they have. No, I don't. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the tool. Well, you're a tool too, but the Raycast. A lot of slots, but no, it's only a C. If I had more nanites, someday. What about bounties? Storm crystals, nip buds. That's a lot of storm crystals for raiding a ship. Not really sure my ship's up to the task. It probably needs to be improved significantly before I can survive something like that. But I'm also, anytime I'm on this station, I'm looking around for S tier or good turbo slot ships. Because I eventually want to be in one. One of these Vesper ships, because they're the pirate style. So, base quest line it is. Got it. I'll start that in just a sec. Oh, look at you with the passport. So the forged passports allows you to smuggle and not suffer the faction damage penalties of smuggling, which can be pretty handy. So base quest line it is. What are we doing now? Installing efficient thrusters on my ship. Alright. I'm down. That's pretty straightforward. Dihydrogen jelly and wiring loom. One of the last people I was trying to talk to for the solar the solar that I bought for the tool had exactly what I needed, but I didn't buy it off of them. I didn't buy the dihydrogen jelly. You guys have terrible ships. Oh, I can actually make it. That works. So now all I need is a wiring loom. No one here is going to sell me one, though, because we're at, like, a pirate station, and they typically don't sell wiring looms. What would be really useful in the long run is for me to get a galactic, I don't know why I took off. For me to get a galactic hub on my, in one of my bases so that I can trade with, the galactic market, because pirate bases mostly just have smuggled goods. But one of the other ways to get a wiring loom is to go down here and scan for trade outposts, because a trade outpost probably should have a wiring loom, even though it's a pirate. Well, it's a pirate trade outpost, so I'm not really sure. We'll see. It is quick, though. I could break down the scanner tech, yeah. Black Crystal, that's a very good point. I have 3 C-class scanner modules that would break down to, like, chromatic metal and wiring loom or something like that. Well, come on, I hit land. My ship just buzzed right by. Yeah, let's see. Yep, chromatic metal and wiring loom. I'll try to buy it first. Because I totally care about how much money I make scanning, scanning flora. Oh, I'm very tempted to buy the Hadal and Laval cores for nanites, but I won't. The repair kits are also really nice to have in a pinch, in case you break something that matters. But yeah, okay, let's just break down my my multi-tool scanner. So fauna, 1000%, bye-bye. And wiring loom will be installed. Oh, I need 2 of them. Alright, let's get rid of the other one. So launch cost is reduced by 20%. Interesting design. It's like someone deleted the wings. Yeah, it's a tank, man. It's a flying tank. I have less surface volume for you to shoot at. Makes me a harder target. Kidding, by the way. Alright, we need to learn 15 words to decrypt the next base archives, and I know 14 of them. Let's just park back at this trade outpost and ask them for words. That seems straightforward. I like how the ship launches, too. It looks great. Is this a Vesper ship? It is not. When I'm at a trade port like this, I should be on the lookout for Vesper ships. I think I just saw one land. Alright, teach me a word. Don't care what. Ah, the word for ship. The analysis visor for ship stats? What am I even looking at? For the stats. Value. Oh, is that a C class? Solar C? Yeah, I see. Hauler C. Good call. I've, like, never bothered to even learn that. Salvaged C. Hauler. Alright. Base computer. Let's get over to a base computer. Tank away! Oh, right as the solar ship lands. 'Cause of course. Where's my base on this planet? There it is. That was trippy. The rocky terrain was waving when I teleported in. I prefer solar for this run because I'm a pirate and solar ships are pirate ships. Hence the preference. A lot of what I'm going to be doing is related to role-playing preferences. Oh, not this base. Part of me is like, I mean, so the reason why I threw a base computer down here is I believe that there was power and mining nearby. Yeah, I'm sitting on power and there's mining nearby. But because we're having an underwater base, I'm just going to delete this. I don't really need this computer at all. Because I don't think there's going to be underwater caves that warrant base building anywhere near that. So, there it goes. I now only have one. So I'll do one more of the quest line for base building and see what we unlock, and then I'll repull y'all.
Technology recharge.
Some other pirate-based preferences is I want black market weapon mods, realizing like how difficult it is going to be to get them. So the plan is to just use whatever I can salvaged-wise, but not buy regular ones from regular hubs, which obviously is the easiest way to get good upgrades. In lieu of getting black market ones, which will take a lot longer. But that's another one of those preferences. Oh, is this a secure facility or a haunted one? It looks like a secure facility. I didn't realize I, like, built a base next to one. I'm gonna land here and just, like, rob them before I, interact with the base computer. You know, when in doubt, steal. Kind of the pirate's motto. Oh, it's not a secure facility. It's like a observatory. Whoa. And I haven't built my Atlas Pass yet. What does that even cost? Emerald, copper, and micro? I could probably afford that, but that door was a level 2. Oh, great. This observatory is being attacked by pirates. Yo, friend. Ah, fine. You know what? Just because you're a pirate doesn't mean you're my friend. You're blowing me up. That's another funny thing about the pirate faction is, like, you will often be paid to kill other pirates. You know? There's really no honor among thieves. Get out of here. My relationship with the Gek Gaunt went up. That's going to be short-lived. Alright, what's this telling me? Have I attacked any freighters yet? I have not, no. relic signal. Neat. But totally not what I'm working on. You know, I'm gonna make one other pit stop. There's probably a ton of sodium over here. It'll save me the trouble for the future. Oh God, doesn't it? Because of the ice, it looked like that was stars down there. Like it was just space. Like if I jumped, I'd just like go off into the nether. Come on. Yeah, I'm not too worried about trying to get nanites. Smuggling gives you insane amounts of nanites faster than any other method, unless you have a huge farming operation running for mold. And even then, like, it's hard to rival the smuggling speed when you have a network of pirate bases known in your cords. It's really too bad that, like, I'm not building a base on this planet. The cave systems on this planet are freaking epic. Look at this thing. That cave is just... It's one of the biggest caves I've ever seen. It just goes on forever. You fit a skyscraper down there. It's like Mammoth Cave. I'll find one on the Dissident Outlaw planet eventually. But man, I'm really envious of the caves they got here. They're pretty sweet. They are pretty sweet.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Alright, what am I doing next? Password is not Gek. What about Corvax? No. Fine. What about Starship? Still no? Law of averages. There we go. Trade. I really don't care about the logs, just the blueprints. And this was another personal module. Probably a junk one. Oh, an underwater one. That's not terrible considering I do plan on going underwater eventually. So, that's cool, I guess. The efficient rebreather. And what does it want me to do next? Build the shield lattice. Alright. So, just antimatter. You know, just whip up some antimatter for my shields. Like it's nothing. Done. And learn 18 words. Okay. I'm going to do that the quick way. And then after I'm done with whatever the next step is, I'll have you vote again. You think they nerfed mold farming? That's why I said like an epically large setup for it. I think they did nerf it at some point. Nanites just really aren't that hard to come by, so it's not something I concern myself with. I find myself swimming in nanites when I want to, you know? Just teach me words. And I'll learn a few extra words just because I know that's going to be a recurring requirement. So while I'm here, I'll just talk to all of them. Ah, yes. I already talked to... Well, maybe you'll have words? I guess I talked to this dude, but he never actually taught me a word. And if you're wondering, there is an insane amount of words to learn in the dictionaries. Like hundreds. Like each language, except for Atlas language and maybe Autofish language, has like 500 to 700 words. So it is one of those like long-term goals to learn a language. And then even when you learn the full language, you won't know all the words in the language, so you will inevitably require translators. I'm actually going to get a translator right now, because it only costs me a wiring loom, and I'm in wiring loom central here. I will buy 5, so I have extras. And the simple translators will be able to translate a few of the unknown words for you, so that you don't have to... So even if you don't know them, they'll be translated for that conversation only. You don't get to learn them permanently. It's just like, we'll fix it for that individual conversation. Alright, I've got... Thank you for tuning in to No Man's Sky Outlaw, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 26th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, it also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in the next episode or in an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow outlaws,